Well, new at 6 back here at home, we have told you about the congressional redistricting fight that started in Texas, spreading to other states, but it's now spread here to Florida.
Yeah, Florida's House Speaker now says he's on board with beginning the process that has the governor pushing for it. The question seems to be, though, is it going to hold up in court, given Florida's Constitution, of course, having an amendment that requires partisan politics to be left out of this process altogether? Let's bring in Fox 13's Evan Axelbank, who's in our newsroom with more. Evan, I know you've been looking into this. What have you found out?
Well, Mark, Florida's House Speaker is asking members to apply to be on a special committee that will examine the potential of redrawing the congressional map. Because of Florida's Fair Districts Amendment, he is excluding anyone who has hinted that the lines could be redrawn for partisan purposes. But will that be enough to convince the state Supreme Court that redrawing the lines has nothing to do with helping Republicans?
This is obviously something.
A week ago in Tampa, Governor DeSantis dropped a hint.
I would look favorably on the legislature taking it up. So I would just say stay tuned on that.
And the House Speaker has taken that hint. Writing yesterday, he is forming a select committee on congressional redistricting. He says there are national conversations ongoing in other states related to midterm redistricting. Exploring these questions now at the mid-decade point would potentially allow us to seek legal guidance from our Supreme Court. He's only allowing representatives who haven't made public statements about Republicans potentially growing their 20-8 lead in Florida's delegation.
What Florida Republicans are probably going to try to do is avoid saying things that would be so blatant that this Supreme Court would say that they went too far.
This is the rub. Florida's Fair Districts Amendment, passed with 63% of the vote in 2010, says no apportionment plan or district shall be drawn with the intent to favor or disfavor a political party or an incumbent. The governor has acknowledged that his party could benefit.
That could be the difference in the House of Representatives and the majority.
Republicans already have 71% of Florida's congressional seats, despite President Trump winning 56% of the vote.
It is a clear maneuver to secure Republican dominance in Congress for generations to come. And it's unconstitutional.
After prodding from the White House, Republican states like Texas and Florida are considering new maps in hopes of shielding the president from the typical midterm losses to incumbent parties. While most midterm redistricting has been done in reaction to a court order, the governor argues the Fair Districts Amendment is unconstitutional because it says districts must not abridge the equal opportunity of racial or language minorities to participate in the political process. He says that leads to an unfair consideration of race.
The way it was done, many people believe runs afoul of the federal Constitution. If that's the case, then I think the Florida Supreme Court's position would likely be, well, this is just it's unenforceable at this point.
You know, the governor has already won a challenge in the state Supreme Court on those grounds with new maps that were drawn after the 2020 census. Now, that was when the governor's allies successfully erased a district that had been drawn to elect an African-American Democrat named Al Lawson from the Panhandle. The question is how the Supreme Court would see the Fair Districts Amendment when it comes to its anti-partisanship clause. The governor has acknowledged that control of the House could be determined by the success of redistricting in states like Texas, Florida, and California. Reporting in the newsroom, Evan Axelbank, Fox 13 News.